Adele Aguilar, the Pueblo Arts Alliance would like to present this Outstanding Woman of 2022 award to you for all of the amazing things that you've done for Pueblo, for the State Fair, the Arts Alliance, the school system, the Ghost Walk, just being who you are and giving to the community. It's very much appreciated.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lori Ariano is being recognized for her support of Pueblo Community College and the PCC Foundation. A Pueblo native, Lori is a 1993 graduate of County High School. As a first-generation college student, she obtained a Bachelor of Science in Mass Communications from CSU Pueblo in 1996. She is the principal officer of AMP, Active Media Professionals, a full-service marketing company. Lori has been on the board of the PCC Foundation from 2012 through 2021, and most recently served as secretary of the board. Lori took the lead on the foundation's effort to fund the Return to Earn scholarship program in 2017. And since that time, Lori has been instrumental in securing over $280,000 in funding from Legacy Bank Colorado and the Colorado Department of Higher Education to assist returning college students cross the finish line, graduate, and acquire gainful employment. On behalf of the Pueblo Community College Foundation, I thank Lori Ariano for her commitment to higher education in Southern Colorado.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Jeannie Benson is the person that we have nominated from Pueblo West Women's League. She's a very loyal and helpful member of the Women's League. She's always giving back to the community through her work. She has been arranger of 2 of our fundraisers in the past year, with the proceeds going to help the people in the community. She's also in charge of the drinks and food at our monthly meetings, and we always have yummies in the morning before our meeting. Because of her efforts, we can help more people in our community, which we do every year. And this year, we are almost at $24,000 to give out. Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you, Phyllis. Peggy Bilger has worked for the Pueblo City County Library District for 29 years and has the longest tenure of anyone in the district. Peggy is currently the Technical Services Specialist in the Technical Services and Collection Development Department. Peggy has worked in various departments of the library over the years, including as a shelver in the Reference Department and a clerk at the Lamb Library Branch. Over the past year, Peggy has been instrumental in providing Chromebooks and internet hotspots to the kids and underserved populations of our community. She has processed over 900 devices by herself to meet the demands of the community. She works with vendors to make workflows more efficient for her colleagues and is always the person anyone can go to if they have any questions. Peggy also works closely with the Special Collections Department, cataloging all of the rare materials, and often does original cataloging, which many people don't do anymore. I often say that our department couldn't run without Peggy, and I truly consider her an integral part of what the library district provides to our community on a daily basis. Thank you, Peggy, for everything that you do. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ledores Burt moved to Pueblo from her hometown of Buffalo in 2011. With 45 years of sewing experience, including formal training in clothing construction and pattern making, she started her business, Designs by Ledores, in 2017. She designs and makes dresses, handbags, and laptop and tablet cases, and more. On behalf of Pueblo Makes, I am pleased to honor Ledores Burt as an outstanding woman.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. I tell you what, I just think that I just work and I don't think about things. I just want to just do what I do. And so it's amazing to know that people actually see what I'm doing and they recognize what I'm doing. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, we're awesome.
We
are awesome.
We did that.
I'm Kylie Felsing. I'm the principal of Belmont Elementary School, and this is Carrie Carpenter, my dedicated counselor, and we've nominated her for the Outstanding Women's Award. She's dedicated to the well-being of all children of all ages. Carrie Carpenter serves as a tireless champion for the greater good of Pueblo District 60 schools. Ms. Carpenter won the grateful hearts of many Colorado families and school communities for her exemplary humanitarian efforts. During her 25-plus year educational career, she rose through the ranks of academia from classroom teacher to principal, earning accreditation as a licensed professional counselor. Caring Carrie acquired her affectionate moniker during these years by proving herself supportive of all students and her colleagues. Personally experiencing the life challenges impacted of early childhood foster home intervention, Carrie vowed to offer her vast knowledge to benefit children in need. Her creative, innovative, social, emotional programs have motivated thousands of elementary children into greater emotional intelligence and resilience. More recently, Mrs. Carpenter rose to ease the COVID pandemic trauma of Pueblo school children. Carrie spent the spring, summer of 2020 curating a digital resource bank for students and staff from remote learning, extensive research-based academic and behavioral links providing much needed post-traumatic support for Belmont Elementary School, promoting a culture of growth mindset practices, including inspirational videos and higher caliber lessons, further extended the healing curve in which this extraordinary counselor so deeply believes. Such a rare combination of perseverance and humility, of intelligence and empathy, of genuine compassion and selfless service truly defines beloved Carrie Cook Carpenter. Her legacy of love will be reflected in the confident hearts and minds and the successful futures of our precious Pueblo children. And we couldn't do our work without you. And we absolutely love you.
Thank you.
So thank you for all you do for us.
On behalf of the Pueblo City County Library Foundation Board, I am honored to recognize Iris Clark as an outstanding woman. This incredibly accomplished woman is a former recipient of the Outstanding Individual Award from Governor Roy Romer for her incredible work with the San Luis Valley Coalition of Youth Services. She also traveled to Washington, D.C. with her team to be recognized by George W. Bush. In addition to developing education in the Valley, Iris was a female pioneer in the finance industry. She spent 11 years in business development and financing in Colorado Springs, including 2 years as a small business development director and 9 years as a leading commercial lender before retiring as regional vice president of American National Bank. For her leadership, Iris received the Women of Influence Award from the Colorado Springs Business Journal in 2005 and served as a founding board member of the Peak Venture Group. The Pueblo native was called upon to serve in several leadership positions in her hometown, including interim director of the Southeastern Colorado Area Health Education Center, a grants manager for the South Central Board of Cooperative Services, and she also worked as the transition coordinator and part-time business counselor for the Small Business Development Center and was recently named Southern Colorado Small Business Counselor of the Year. Iris holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree in biology, chemistry, and a master's degree in organizational management. The East High School graduate first put her management skills to work starting a small family business in Chicago, which is still operating successfully today, while raising her 2 young children. This business savvy, unstoppable woman was ahead of her time in so many ways. She is a raving fan of our beautiful libraries and an asset to our foundation board, and a fast friend for me, sharing the belief that all people should have the opportunity to learn and succeed. It is an honor to recognize you, Iris. Thank you.
I'm Ruth Krasovic, and I'm the Executive Director and CEO for Roselawn Cemetery. It is an honor for me to place into nomination for the position of Woman of the Year for Roselawn, Lucille Corsentino. Lucille's been a strong advocate of Roselawn since 2009. Lucille formed an organization called the Concerned Citizens for Roselawn Cemetery. She spearheaded the passing of a major piece of state legislation that allowed owners of property in nonprofit cemeteries to have access to that information. In 2014, Lucille became the head of our foundation, and the Roselawn Foundation became a very important part of our operation because we had a large historic section, and we have a very large area where there are people who are buried there that are unknown, as she says, known only to God. One of the things that she did is she helped to get Roselawn on the National Register of Historic Places, and she had a headstone set up for unmarked graves for World War I veterans and for African American Civil War veterans. In 2018, Lucille launched the writing of a book called The Hearts and Souls of Roselawn. It was an opportunity to document a lot of the things that are happening in our cemetery or have happened, and give people an opportunity to know what's going on or what happened back in the day. She obtained a grant for a sociological study to survey a mass grave that we had in our historic section. She organized a formal dedication of an angel monument statue commemorating the location of these graves, and they were from the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic and the 1921 Great Pueblo Flood. Lucille received a grant to erect storyboards throughout our cemetery to educate and tell stories of interest around Roselawn to the people who come to visit. In December of 2021, she successfully directed the Wreaths Across America for the 3rd year, placing over 1,000 wreaths on graves of veterans. And her goal is to do 2,000 next year. As a mother, grandmother, and successful businesswoman, Lucille continues her commitment to Roselawn Cemetery and the veterans of our community. And it's for this reason that Roselawn is very, very proud to recognize Lucille as Woman of the Year.
I'm Carl Ballinger, president of the Optimist Club of Pueblo. The Optimist Club is an international organization whose primary mission is to focus on supporting the youth in our community. We first met Tricia when she and her employer, the Ent Credit Union, were looking for a local agency within which to partner for a diaper drive. And the rest is history. We not only had a very successful diaper drive, but Trish soon became a member of our organization. She was soon the member of the quarter of our organization, and now she serves on our board of directors. It is my honor and privilege to present to you the Optimist Club of Pueblo 2022 Outstanding Woman of the Year, Tricia Codover.
We are honored to recognize veteran lead case supervisor Kendra Cox for her 8 years of helping Casa youth find safe and permanent homes in our community. Kendra began working as a case supervisor with us in 2013 and was promoted to lead case supervisor in 2020. In her role, Kendra provides 3 other case supervisors with leadership and support, and is also responsible for managing 25 to 30 active Casa volunteers to keep eyes on our court-appointed youth. In addition to working as Casa of Pueblo's lead case supervisor, Kendra has coordinated our Fostering Futures program since 2013, which is a program that helps teens emancipate from foster care and establish a life of independence. Kendra holds a bachelor's degree in social work from Colorado State University, Pueblo, and has served in various roles in our community involving human services, including the Child Fatality Review Committee for the past 5 years, as well as the Youth Empowerment Council, where she also has served as committee co-chair from 2018 through 2020. Kendra is hardworking and extremely dedicated to the youth in our community. She works so well with very difficult situations and always finds something positive to grasp onto, even in the worst and most tragic situations. Kendra is the mother to her 8-year-old son, Sam, and 2-year-old daughter, Shelby, and is a committed wife to her husband, Steve. Altogether, Kendra has worked in the child welfare industry for nearly 20 years. We are very fortunate to have this dedicated, hardworking woman and mother serving Pueblo's most vulnerable youth. Thank you, Kendra.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Frederick Quintana. I'm the president of the Board of Trustees for the Library District. And it's my pleasure this afternoon to present to Ms. Terry Daly the Women's History Month Outstanding Women's Award on behalf of the Board of Trustees. So the board's been able to work with Terry for quite a bit since you've been with us, and every opportunity that we have had to work with you, it has been an absolute pleasure. You have been a pillar of our team. You have continually strived to not only better yourself professionally, but to bring your team and the entire PCCLD staff up with you, whether that be through implementation of new planning, new programming, to making policies and procedures that just benefit the entire district. But above that, you've gone above and beyond and made Pueblo your home and done what you can to really build and strengthen our community. And for that reason, I am proud, along with the Board of Trustees, to have nominated you and to present you with this award today. We couldn't be more happy to do that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Is that good?
Thank you.
Rebecca is the Vice President and Branch Manager of Legacy Bank Regency Park. Rebecca has been in the banking industry for more than 12 years. She says one of her greatest rewards in her line of work is helping people to reach their financial goals. Rebecca graduated from Colorado State University, Pueblo in 2006 with a bachelor's degree in business management with an emphasis in marketing, and was top of her class at the Graduate School of Banking at Colorado. She also served as a mentor for incoming students. Pueblo has been her home for more than 22 years, and she considers Pueblo to be her hometown. Rebecca was nominated for the YWCA Tribute to Women in 2019 and selected as a Latino Chamber of Commerce's 40 Under 40 Award recipient. She also was selected as one of the top 6 women bankers and outstanding women in banking by BankBeat magazine in 2020. Rebecca is extremely involved in Pueblo nonprofits. She has been a member of the Junior League of Pueblo for 8 years and has served on the Junior League of Pueblo's board as secretary and treasurer. She is active on the board of directors for Pueblo Community College Foundation and the Sangre de Cristo Art Center. She also has served on the Boys and Girls Club of Pueblo County's board of directors. Rebecca is a passionate volunteer in our community, and the Junior League of Pueblo is excited to honor her as an outstanding woman in our community. Congratulations, Rebecca. Thank you.
Teresa Dudley is being recognized for her support of the Pueblo Community College and the Pueblo Community College Foundation. A Pueblo native, Teresa is a 1978 graduate of East High School. Teresa credits East High School's cooperative education program for starting her banking career. In 1977, prior to her high school graduation, Teresa was employed by Midtown National Bank and is currently the branch manager at the Credit Union of Colorado. Teresa served as a board member with the Children's Advocacy Center from 2002 to 2003 and joined the PCC Foundation Board in 2017. She has held the positions of president of the board and currently holds past president position. She also serves as an advisory member to Dr. Patty Yerjavic through her Gold Council. Teresa has been a strong supporter of Pueblo Community College for the past 2 decades, lending support through corporate sponsorships for many college programs and foundation programs, and the manpower needed to assist with many internal and external events. On behalf of the Pueblo Community College Foundation, we thank Teresa Dudley for her investment in higher education in Southern Colorado.
Thank you, Martha.
Well, Pueblo Water is so proud to nominate Colette Ferguson, our Human Resources Manager, as our Outstanding Woman for 2022. Colette's a Pueblo native and dedicated to her work, community, and most of all, her family. Colette holds a bachelor's degree in accounting from the University of Phoenix. She's a senior certified professional in human resources and serves as the president of the Southern Colorado chapter of the IPMA. Colette has a passion for volunteering and serves as a board member for the Pueblo Zoological Society. Colette's been married to her husband, Kevin, for 19 years, and they have 2 boys, James, who's 9, and Henry, who is 6. So in her free time, which isn't much, she enjoys crafting, painting, pottery, reading, and traveling. Colette is known to be quite the storyteller, so it's no surprise that her boys are eagerly await story time. Colette's an analytical thinker and is known to be the quiet force for her unique ability to remain calm under pressure. Colette's passion for developing others is evident in her daily work, and most recently as one of our leaders of our WOW program, Women of the Waterworks. And she's been instrumental in developing this new program, planning events such as lattes and leadership, and crafting the mission statement that empowers employees through support and development while allowing opportunities for team building to increase a sense of inclusion and camaraderie throughout the organization. We very much appreciate Colette's many contributions to our organization and to our community. So thank you. Congratulations, Colette.
Thank you, Seth. I appreciate it. It's an honor.
As president of the Friends of the Library Board, we unanimously agreed and recommend that Jan Hooper would receive the Pueblo's Outstanding Women's of the Year Award for 2022. And Jan has been a valuable member on our board, but more than that, she's also a volunteer at Books Again bookstore. And she began as a volunteer in 2016. And the Friends of the Library started in the 1960s, and in 2005, the Friends of the Library began the bookstore at Books Again, which is located directly behind the library. Since 2005, over about $1.5 million has been raised, and half of that, over $800,000, has been donated to various library projects, and you've been a huge part of that. But there's always been a disconnect between members on the board and the volunteers, and so Jan has really stepped in, lately this year, and it's interesting to have volunteers who come to the board, and usually they're overwhelmed. There's a lot of details. People kind of sit back and we go through the agenda very quickly. And in our first meeting here in this room, you really jumped in. And I thought Jan is going to be a great addition, kind of connecting these two worlds between the board and the library. And so we all really appreciate you. You had some wonderful ideas, really how to keep and continue this connection between these two entities. One, the bookstore raising the funds, and now the fun part on the Friends of the Library, where we get to give money away. So you get to be a part of both of those worlds. Right. And I know you've been, Jan has been an integral part in Pueblo in working at the state hospital and helping the patients. And I know you received the award for patient advocate some years ago, and now this is yet another feather in your cap.
Thank you.
For the Outstanding Women's Award. Also, of course, you've had support from your husband, Sam, and your daughter. Mm-hmm. And so the award, of course, includes all of you, but we really wanted to highlight your contributions to Pueblo, and especially Books Again and the Friends of the Library Board, and how you supported so many, reading programs and writing programs here in Pueblo. So with that, we would really like to honor you with this Women's History Month Outstanding Women of 2022, and nominated by the Friends of the Library. So thank you so much for all you've done.
Thank you so much, Eric. And I just want to say, I actually am a volunteer, like he said, at Books Again, but I feel like I should be paying them for the opportunity to be there. And it's provided me with a lot of ways to be integral to reach into our community and hopefully get new populations into our bookstore and continue the fellowship between Friends of the Library and the Library Board. So I'm very honored and very humbled, and thank you very much, Eric.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Our organization, Delta Kappa Gamma Beta Chapter, nominated Dawn Johnson because of her fierce dedication to the cause of education. Dawn gives of her whole self when she is involved in something. She has been an educator for 24 years. This spanned from elementary school teaching to coaching at the middle school level to becoming a principal at the middle school level. She has been a mentor to new and experienced teachers. She has a wealth of knowledge and shares this knowledge freely. Dawn holds a bachelor's degree in elementary education, a master's degree in educational leadership, and has completed Relay National Principal Academy Fellowship Program. Dawn is a lifelong learner and projects that to all around her. She believes in education and is passionate about teaching. She's been an active member of Delta Kappa Gamma since 2008. She has served on several local and state committees. These include Early Career Teacher Support and Professional Pride Honor Roll Committee. She was the president of Alpha Omicron Chapter, and after moving to the Beta Chapter, she became our president. So we were very fortunate. Dawn has been married to her husband, Charles, for 35 years and has 5 children and 8 grandchildren. We are very proud of Dawn Johnson and feel lucky to have her as a part of our organization.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reagan Foster. I am a professor of journalism at Colorado State University, Pueblo, in the Media Communications Department, and I'm so excited to be honoring my very dear friend and distinguished colleague, Jennalovato, with this Outstanding Women's Award. Jen has been running Rev 89, our student-run media radio station, for 9 years now? 9 years. 9 years. And in that time, the station has become a serious competitor within the Colorado Springs market It has won international recognition with the Spirit of College Radio Days Award, and it has been recognized on the national level through publications and multiple Broadcast Education Association awards. That wouldn't have been possible without Jenna's leadership as the station manager and an adjunct professor. She's a dear friend, a distinguished colleague, an innovative genius, and I am so delighted that she's being recognized with this award. So thank you very much to the Library District for helping me out.
Thank you.
So you actually called me.
Casa Pueblo is proud to recognize Sarah Miggs as an outstanding woman for her dedicated service to our growing nonprofit organization for the past 5 years. Sarah began at Casa Pueblo in July of 2017 as our office manager and was promoted to operations manager in October of 2021 upon completing her master's degree in business administration. We are so proud of Sarah for many reasons. The first is she's an amazing single mom juggling life and responsibilities to create a bright future for her 11-year-old son, Alan. Secondly, she's a consummate caregiver. She always tunes in to the needs of others. She's kind, incredibly generous, and very compassionate. As our operations manager, Sarah is responsible for everyday tasks that keep our organization going by providing regular assistance in the areas of finance, human resources, event management, as well as case management. In addition to her paid duties with our organization and holding our operations together, she also serves as a CASA volunteer because she saw the need that we have and wanted to do something about it. She's very sacrificial with her time and always is the first to volunteer to do more. Sarah is unequivocally the glue that holds our lean operations together, and we simply wouldn't exist as one of Pueblo's largest growing nonprofits without her consistent and steady support. Thank you, Sarah, for all that you do for us.
I'm Barbara Bailey with the Southern Colorado Equality Alliance, and this year we decided to choose Patricia O'Brien for our Outstanding Woman of the Year from our organization. And the reason that we picked her is because she is out in the community integrating with these various groups throughout the city as an out lesbian. And we think that that's incredible. It's a really good way for us to build support for ourselves and our community. So congratulations, Patricia, on being an Outstanding Woman of the Year.
Thank you, Barbara. I really appreciate you thinking of me for the Southern Colorado Equality Alliance to kind of recognize me in this way. I think what I do is I just really believe in showing up and hoping to make a difference when I do.
We need more people to show up, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Because it's not a totally equal world if we don't show up and announce who we are and do it proudly, because we just all have to feel good about ourselves.
That's right. That's right. And there are so many reasons for people living in Pueblo to feel good, even though we don't always provide all that they need in order to have a good life here. So we have to keep working on that. And I think we can.
I do too. And thank you for being you and coming to Pueblo and doing all the work that you do on behalf of equal rights and economic justice. And we really appreciate it.
Pamela Patterson is being recognized for her support of the Pueblo Community College and the PCC Foundation. A native of Boise, Idaho, Pam moved to Pueblo in 2002 and has fallen in love with her new hometown. Pam was employed as the claims specialist accountant for the K.R. Schwertfeger Construction Company until her retirement in 2019. During her time with K.R. Schwertfeger, Pam served as a member of the Pueblo Chamber of Commerce and worked 9 years as a chamber ambassador. In 2013, she was selected as the chairman of the ambassador program and that same year was awarded Ambassador of the Year. Pam served as a board member with the PCC Foundation from 2012 to 2021. During her time on the board, she acted as the secretary and treasurer of the board. Throughout her time on the foundation board, the organization was able to raise the funding needed to build an addition to the Fremont campus, to enhance the science and nursing facilities at that campus, and she worked to enhance the increase of scholarships for our students in Pueblo, Canyon City, Mancos, Cortez, Durango, and Bayfield. On behalf of the Pueblo Community College Foundation, I would like to thank Pam Patterson for her support of higher education in Southern Colorado.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Lindsay Schwamm is a woman with a gorgeous smile and a beautiful heart. She is originally from Maine, but has called Pueblo home for over 25 years. Lindsay graduated from CSU Pueblo with a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing and has been an RN at Parkview Health Systems ever since. Lindsay and her husband, Nate, have 2 kids, Garrett and Adeline, who keep them very busy with all their extracurricular activities. They are a very competitive family and love being involved in every sport. Lindsay says if they aren't watching their kids play, you can find them at a CSU Pueblo watching a game. Go Thunderwolves! Lindsay and her family also enjoy traveling to new places whenever they can. Lindsay joined Junior League in 2018 and has served on the board ever since. She has brought her heart and fundraising skills to the league's Holiday with Heroes event. This event aims to foster positive relationships with foster kids and community leaders. Lindsay is also an active supporter of the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life of Pueblo. The last 3 years, Team Kelly, the team she leads that honors her mom, has been the top fundraising team in Southern Colorado. Lindsay also gives generously of her time to Casa Pueblo. Lindsay leads with an authentic heart and a passion to improve our community. She's a wonderful choice for Outstanding Woman of the Year.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
It is my honor to present my friend and outstanding woman, Holly Smith Harsh, the 2022 PCCLD Outstanding Women's Award. Holly is a Pueblo native and mother of 2 dynamic girls, Zoe and Mara. Holly is a Central High School graduate and a CSU Fort Collins graduate. She has taught high school for nearly 20 years here in Pueblo, and Holly's service to the Junior League of Pueblo has been invaluable. Her service has included committee work, the book swap, and funds development. But it is JLP's mission that has always spoken to her heart, which is to empower and educate women to go out into our community and become leaders. And I can't think of anybody who exemplifies that more than Holly. So Holly, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
As president of the Friends of the Library Board, we have unanimously nominated Mae Smith for this year's Pueblo Outstanding Women's Award. And Mae came to us from Southern Nevada, and she was working with foster children and legal aid services there. And when she came to Pueblo, she wanted to find some place to volunteer. And she found our little bookstore, Books Again bookstore behind the library, and really started to help us out there. And the Friends of the Library has been began to operate the bookstore in 2005. And since then, we've raised about $1.5 million and given away over half of that, about $800,000, to various reading contests and the summer reading program and writing contests in through the library. And so Mae has been a part of volunteering along with 40 other volunteers who have donated 5,000 hours of their time. I met Mae really first time our attention on the board. We were hosting our annual dinner for the 3 boards that come together. And when I arrived, everything was already set up, and Laura Mae was there, busy setting things up. And I noticed, the flowers were up, and I asked who did that, and the tables were set up, and the books were arranged, and everybody was like, "Oh, Laura Mae did that, Laura Mae," and she just kind of did everything behind the scenes with no recognition. And so I approached her. I said, "We would love to have you on the board, because we always need someone who's in the bookshop, raising the funds, and now also on the board, and we get to give the money away." And so Laura Mae happily, has done that for us. And she has said that the bookstore is her happy place. And so we have been overjoyed and happy that she has joined the board as well. And so with that, the Friends of the Library Board would like to honor her with this 2022 Outstanding Women's Award. Thank you.
Mary Jane Volcker is being recognized for her support of Pueblo Community College and the PCC Foundation. Since her arrival in Pueblo in 2006, she became actively involved with the college, first through the Culinary Arts Department, and then later through the new Nursing and Allied Health Teaching and Learning Center that will soon open on the St. Mary Corwin campus in August of 2022. Mary Jane held a board position with the Pueblo Community College Foundation from 2012 until her passing in 2021, serving as a member of the board and vice president of the board. She was inducted into the PCC President's Circle in November 2014, and she was recently awarded the status of Director Emeritus. While residing in Pueblo, Mary Jane was active with the Dorsey Cancer Center at St. Mary Corwin Hospital, the Pueblo County Historical Society, and the Dumb Friends League. Her generosity ranks her as one of Pueblo's top philanthropists. On behalf of the Pueblo Community College Foundation, we thank Mary Jane for investing in higher education in Southern Colorado.